Chang and Eng Bunker, born in Siam, modern-day Thailand, became world-famous for being conjoined twins joined at the chest. In the 1820s, they were discovered by a British merchant who saw an opportunity to bring them to the United States and Europe to perform in exhibitions and circuses. The twins amazed audiences as they performed acrobatics and other stunts, showing that their connection was no hindrance to their abilities. Their fame grew, and they eventually settled in North Carolina, where they married sisters and fathered 21 children between them. Despite the challenges they faced, Chang and Eng are remembered for defying societal expectations and living fulfilling lives. Joseph Merrick. Born in England with severe congenital deformities, Joseph Merrick, famously known as the Elephant Man, became a well-known figure in London's Whitechapel area. His condition caused thick skin growths and bone deformities that gave him a striking and unusual appearance. Initially displayed in freak shows, Merrick eventually gained the support of Dr. Frederick Trevis, who offered him medical care and a place to live. Merrick's intelligence, kindness, and artistic abilities showed the world he was much more than his physical appearance. His story has since inspired films, books, and plays, leaving a lasting legacy of empathy and understanding. The world's smallest man, Charles Stratton, better known as Tom Thumb, was born in Connecticut with dwarfism and became one of the most famous attractions in P.T. Barnum's Circus. From a young age, Stratton captivated audiences with his singing, dancing, and comedic performances. Barnum promoted Tom Thumb as a charming and talented miniature man, and he soon became an international sensation, performing for royalty and dignitaries across the globe. His fame and personality transformed him into one of the greatest showmen of the 19th century. Lavinia Warren, also born with dwarfism in Massachusetts, rose to fame alongside her husband, Tom Thumb. Warren joined P.T. Barnum's Circus and was marketed as the miniature woman, impressing audiences with her refined elegance and graceful demeanor. She and Tom Thumb's wedding became one of the most celebrated events of their era, garnering widespread public attention and further boosting their fame. Lavinia continued performing even after Tom's death, remaining an icon in the world of entertainment. Grady Stiles Jr. The Lobster Boy was born in Florida with ectrodactyly, a condition that caused his fingers and toes to fuse, giving his hands a claw-like appearance, hence the nickname Lobster Boy. Stiles performed in sideshows as part of his family's tradition, using his unique appearance as a central feature of his act. Although his life was filled with controversy and tragedy, Grady's fame in the freak show circuit remains a notable part of circus history. Johnny Eck, born in Baltimore, Maryland. Johnny Eck was born without the lower half of his torso, yet he lived an extraordinary life. As the Half-Man, Eck became famous for his acrobatic skills and charismatic stage presence. Eck also appeared in the 1932 cult film Freaks, showcasing his talent as an actor. Beyond the stage, he was a skilled artist, painter, and musician. Johnny Eck's legacy stands as a testament to his resilience and determination, proving that physical differences were no barrier to his talents and aspirations. Annie Jones Elliott, who was born in Virginia, famously known as the Bearded Lady. From a young age, she had a rare condition that caused excessive facial hair, making her stand out in a crowd. Instead of hiding, Annie embraced her uniqueness and became a star in circuses and sideshows. Her shows were not just about her appearance. She had a great personality that drew people in. Annie's success was surprising at a time when many people judged others for their looks. She broke boundaries and inspired many to accept themselves as they are. Tragically, Annie's life was cut short, but her story remains a powerful reminder of strength and self-acceptance. Stefan Bobrowski was born in Poland. Stefan Bobrowski, known as the Lion Man, had hypertrichosis, a condition causing excessive hair growth all over his body. With his long, thick hair resembling a lion's mane, he became an instant sensation in circuses across Europe and America. Despite his striking appearance, Bobrowski was known for his gentle demeanor and intelligence, often engaging in conversations with audiences about his life and condition. His legacy endures as a captivating figure in the history of circus sideshows. Chang Yu-sing, born in China, grew to an impressive height due to gigantism, making him a remarkable figure in the circus world. Known as the Chinese Giant, he performed in circuses across the globe, where his height and stature fascinated audiences. Giants like Chang were celebrated as living wonders during the 19th century, and he quickly became a headliner in every show he participated in, earning international fame. Ella Harper, born in Illinois, had a congenital condition that caused her knees to bend backward, earning her the nickname, the Camel Girl. Her unique appearance and ability to walk on all fours made her a popular attraction in freak shows during the late 19th century. Harper's act was heavily promoted, and she quickly became a sensation. Although she retired from the stage to live a private life, her story remains an iconic part of circus history. Myrtle Corbin. The four-legged woman was born in Texas with polymyalgia. Myrtle Corbin had a set of extra legs due to a partially developed parasitic twin. She entered the sideshow circuit at age 13, earning the title the Four-Legged Woman. Despite her condition, Myrtle led a fulfilling life, eventually marrying and having children. She continued performing well into adulthood, turning her difference into a source of support for her family and captivating audiences with her courage and charm. Maximo and Bartola, born in Mexico in 1872, were siblings with microcephaly, a condition that causes an abnormally small head and brain. Marketed as the Aztec children, they were promoted as living descendants of an ancient Aztec civilization and toured in freak shows across Europe and the United States. Their unique appearance and the fabricated backstory helped them gain attention, though much of their fame was built on a fictional narrative. Despite this, Maximo and Bartola became some of the most well-known performers of their time. Crau Farini, born in Laos, was exhibited as the missing link between humans and apes due to her congenital deformities, which included hypertrichosis, excessive hair growth, and unique facial features. She was marketed as evidence of human evolution in the 19th century, a controversial concept at the time. Farini was displayed in freak shows throughout Europe and the US, and despite the exploitative nature of her career, she became a popular figure in the world of sideshows. Felix Verla, known as the Elastic Man, had incredibly stretchy skin due to a rare condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. His elasticity allowed him to pull and stretch his skin in ways that seemed impossible, which amazed audiences at circuses and sideshows. Wehrle's performances often involved dramatic and comedic acts, showcasing his unique physical traits. He became a notable attraction in the early 20th century, remembered for his flexibility and showmanship. Edouard Beaupré, born in 1881 in Saskatchewan, Canada, was an incredible man who stood at 8 feet 3 inches tall due to a condition called gigantism. This condition made him grow much taller than most people. He became famous as a circus performer, known as the Giant of the Plains. His great height allowed him to show off his strength by lifting heavy weights and doing impressive tricks, which amazed audiences everywhere. Beaupré traveled widely and inspired many with his warm personality and determination. Today, he is remembered not just for his size and strength, but also for his ability to overcome challenges and make a lasting impact in the world of entertainment. Martin Joe Lorello, born in Italy, earned his nickname the Human Owl due to his astonishing ability to rotate his head 180 degrees, an unusual talent that mesmerized audiences. He could turn his head to face directly behind him without moving the rest of his body. Lorello's act was the result of both natural flexibility and years of training, making him one of the most unique performers in sideshows and circuses of his era. His bizarre and eerie ability remains a fascination to this day. Anna Haining Bates, born in 1846 in Nova Scotia, Canada, was over 7 feet tall due to gigantism. Her extraordinary height and imposing presence made her one of the most popular attractions in the 19th century circus circuit. She was often displayed alongside other giants, and her marriage to another giant, Martin Van Buren Bates, became a sensational event. Together, the giant couple performed across the globe, drawing large crowds wherever they went. Isaac W. Sprague, born in Massachusetts in 1841, suffered from extreme muscular atrophy, which gave him the appearance of a living skeleton. Dubbed the human skeleton, Sprague weighed only around 45 pounds in adulthood, despite his normal height. His condition made him a striking figure in freak shows, where audiences marveled at his thin frame. Despite his frailty, Sprague continued performing to support his family and became one of the most famous skeleton men of his time. Frances O'Connor, born without arms, amazed audiences with her ability to use her feet for everyday tasks, including writing, sewing, and even eating. Marketed as the Armless Wonder, she became a star performer in circuses during the early 20th century. O'Connor's graceful and skillful footwork left audiences in awe, proving that her disability did not limit her abilities. She lived an extraordinary life, remembered for her talents and determination. Prince Randian, born in 1871 in Guyana, was an inspiring figure known as the human torso. He had a rare condition that left him without arms and legs, but he didn't let that stop him. Randian performed in circuses and sideshows, showcasing his amazing skills and strength. He could do things that amazed audiences, like smoke a cigarette and paint while lying on a table. His ability to adapt and live fully despite his challenges inspired many. Stanley Berendt, who was born in 1901 in Poland, had a congenital condition that left him without fully developed arms and legs, earning him the stage name CeeLo the Seal Boy. Berendt performed in circuses and sideshows, using his remarkable strength and dexterity to perform various feats. His ability to live a full, active life despite his physical limitations inspired many, and he became a well-known figure in the freak show world. CeeLo is remembered for his tenacity and strength, both on and off the stage. William Henry Johnson, born in New Jersey, had microcephaly, a condition that caused his head to be smaller than average, leading to his stage name, Zip the Pinhead. He was one of the most famous performers in P.T. Barnum's sideshow, known for his small head and exaggerated performances. Johnson's act was largely comedic, and his unusual appearance made him a headliner for many years. He became one of the longest-performing freak show attractions, remembered for his contributions to the circus world. Eli Bowen, born in the U.S., was known as the human pincushion. He had a rare ability that let him withstand needles and sharp objects without feeling pain. This strange talent amazed audiences everywhere. Bowen performed in circuses and sideshows, allowing people to stick pins into his skin while he joked and entertained. His acts challenged what people thought about disabilities and showed the strength of the human spirit. Mirandajo, known as the human pincushion, was famous for his ability to withstand extreme pain. He would pierce his body with needles, knives, and swords without showing any sign of distress, amazing audiences with his pain tolerance. His performances were both fascinating and unsettling, as spectators watched in disbelief as he pushed the boundaries of the human body. He remains one of the most intriguing figures in the history of sideshows. Ramo Sami mastered the dangerous and rare art of sword swallowing, earning him widespread fame in circuses worldwide. Ramo's act involved swallowing swords of various lengths, sometimes even performing stunts such as bending over or contorting his body while the sword was still inside him. Sword swallowing is one of the most dangerous acts in circus history, and Ramo became a symbol of daring and skill in the sideshow circuit. His performances left audiences in awe, and he remains one of the most legendary sword swallowers of all time.